guys, it's Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. I'm back. Of course I'm back. Okay, you guys, what I'm back with is, I'm back with the Mask Making Frenzy. It continues. I said I have all these really more simple things. Simple, but really super cute. And so I want to continue on with my Mask Making Frenzy. And let me show you what we're going to be making. Okay, I'm going to make as much as I can in an hour and a half. Okay, so we'll do another long session. And I'll make as much as I can. And then we might do 1/3 session. And then I got to get to decorating my darn planner. My planner. Oh my God. I love to decorate my planner too. But my junk journal. I have started decorating my junk journal. But I want to like really get into it. And put all this beautiful stuff that we've been making in my junk journal. Okay, so remember I was talking yesterday about these like chipboard cards? Okay, I got wine bottles from Trader Joe. I got wine boxes from Trader Joe's. What I love about those wine boxes is they cut the top off so it hinges. So you can place it back on as a top. So the top is still on because of how they cut it. They cut it here, here, and here and left it alone here. So the lid goes like that. So anyway, I organized all my junk journal and my mixed media stuff in those boxes, and I have like quite a few of them, and they can stack on top of each other. But what's nice inside of them, to divide the wine bottles up, they have this whole little squares, okay? And it's this stuff here. And if you got, this is chipboard. You know the stuff that Tim Holtz charged quite a bit for? You get it for free at Trader Joe's in the wine boxes. Okay, so pick those up. Even if you don't pick up the boxes, pick this stuff up. These can make great tags. So I cut them all up into little squares, and I have a whole big bunch of them. I even have more than this that I have to cut up. And we can use these and make tags. And they're really nice tags. So that's the base I'm using. And I'm reusing something, which I just love that. And the back is really nice. Look at the back. I mean, that's a nice little writing surface. You can even put a little stamp in the corner if you want. Anyway, so this is one of the tags I made. I love this picture. I've had this in my stash for a long time. I just love those ladies. Look at them. Let me see if I can turn on another light. That's too much light. All right, for right now, we'll go with that. Isn't that cool? All right, and here is this right here. This is a true story. Her name is Dido, and I watched the movie. The movie's called Dido. You guys watch the movie. It is so good. It's about a black woman. She's actually mixed, and her father died in the war over in Europe, or no, he was in the war over in Europe, and he the woman he fell in love with was black. And he's white, of course. And so they had this child who was mixed. Well, the mom died. And so he went and got his daughter and then took him back to their family. And their family's super rich. And said, "You promise me if I die, you take care of her right now." She was a child. She was only like 5 years old. And they said, "Of course, we'll take care of her. And if I die, you give her everything. She gets all of my money, everything." And so she was a very, very rich woman. And there's a whole story behind it. It's a really good movie. It's called Dido. Look up the movie. You can watch it for free, I think, on YouTube. It's really good. But anyway, and basically these two were raised as sisters. And this was over in England. So anyway, this is what this one looks like. And so that's why I have this. Now, this is what she originally looked like, something like that. Now, this is the movie, the actress that played it in the movie. This is her. So then I just Googled and got some of these pictures. Okay. And then here's another one. I actually put this as upside down, but whatever. It's roses. I still think it's pretty. A lot of mixed media on these. Very much mixed media tags. Okay, is that all of them? Yeah, okay, so that's all the ones I've made so far. So we're going to make a couple of these, and then we got some other things we're going to make, okay? Also, let me just show you. I'm not going to go through all of these. But over the last, I've been junk journaling off and on for like 12, 13 years. I've done more art journaling in the last probably 4 or 5 years. But before, I used to do a lot of junk journaling. So my computer is just stuffed with images, okay? And images that my friends have sent me too. We used to always send each other images. But look how pretty this is. And these images and these tags and images are going to be perfect in my my junk journal. Okay, so I printed these off to be like a 4x6 size, or what is this? This is wallet size. Like 2 3/4 by 3.5. 2 3/4 by, what did I say? 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Yeah, something like that. So, they're a little bit bigger than wallet size. So anyway, that's what I chose, a little bit bigger than wallet size. And then I also print him out 4x6. Okay. So I printed him out both ways. So this is what it looks like close up. And we'll use some of this stuff to make larger tags and focal points and stuff like that in my junk journal. And this is another one I used. Isn't it beautiful? That's what it looks like regular. These are those ladies. I want to keep everything together. So let's keep, this is the, I love these ladies. Don't they just seem like they're ladies who like are smart for their, in this time period where women didn't even have rights. They're smart and they're fierce and they know what's going on. That's how I feel about them. And they just look like they are just up to no good, but good though. You know what I'm saying? Okay. They seem sassy and I love it. Okay. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? We're going to use this one this morning because this is going to go perfect with the tea and all that for Bridgerton. That's the larger one. So we're going to use this one this morning. And then also, I love this. These are macaroons and I love me some macaroons. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh, and then look at the pink ones. And this reminds me of the movie, The Macaroons, because we're going to do that one because they were always about the desserts. You know, when people come over, they always have all the fancy desserts. They showed all the real fancy bakeries and they all had these type of colors. Isn't that pretty? So Google some images, especially if the images don't have any copyright on them. Go ahead and Google them and get yourself some images. Isn't that beautiful? I love this woman too. Look at her. Doesn't she just seem like, oh, so sophisticated. Love her. I'd love to make a tag out of that one. I'm going to put that one aside. Look how beautiful she is. Love it. And then this lady, I love her. I think somebody gave me this image. And when I was doing junk journaling, a lot of it. And I'm back to junk journaling. Look at that. Isn't she just gorgeous? I'm going to put that one aside too. I want to tag out of that one. I can't make all these today, but it'll be on my list. I think this one too I'm going to put aside. Then I love everything. I love all this stuff. Okay, so this is the large one. Isn't that beautiful? I would love to have this be a flip in my journal. Like a flip that comes from the bottom and flips up. I love it. This again would make another beautiful tag. Look at this. The peacock was very fun in the movie. So I need to, look how beautiful. I need to make a tag with that. Look how gorgeous this is. And this definitely has to be in my junk journal. Look how beautiful. I guess I am going to show you all of them. Look how gorgeous that is. And then the smaller ones. Oh, no, this is a different one. Where's the smaller ones of that? Maybe I didn't print out the smaller ones of this one. Okay, maybe I only have the 4x6, but look how beautiful. Or do I have them? Or was that at the beginning? Let me just see something real quick. Oh, it's right here. Okay, I just didn't have them together. Okay, now they're together. Look at this. Isn't that so sweet? I'd love this in my junk journal too. What's going to happen is I'm going to have more stuff than, way more stuff than I can put in this junk journal. And what's going to happen is I'm going to have to make myself another junk journal to put all this stuff in. Like another shabby chic. The next one won't be Bridgerton. I'll just call it like a shabby chic one. Look how gorgeous. Isn't that? This has to be in my junk journal too. Because the peacock has significance in the movie. I thought this was beautiful. And I think I was sent this. Yeah, I think I was sent this by a friend. Look. Aren't they just beautiful? And I love their dresses. Isn't that pretty? That needs to be in the junk. That needs to be a tag. Now this reminds me, in the movie, they show so many little bakeries. And people go there and they hang out and have pastries and they drink tea. It's so romantic. I love it. And look. This reminds me of one of their pastry shops. And the pastry shops are always all pink and robin's egg blue and real pretty. We're going to make a tag out of that. I got so many tags to make. Oh my goodness. Look at this one. Same thing. This reminds me of it says French bakery. Reminds me of the bakery, of the beautiful little bakeries. And they're not just bakeries. They're like little shops where like you go and pick out your pastry and you sit at a beautiful little round little table inside or outside and have tea. Oh, it's just gorgeous. And then look at this one. Love it. And then this is Dido, the one that I already did and I already made a tag out of. I told you guys the whole story. And this is what it looks like big. Okay, so get your images. If you can go on your printer and print them off smaller to fit tags, that would be good. Okay, just a second. What am I doing? Okay. And I'm really going to have to pare down because I can't make all these tags for this journal. I go nuts. I go absolutely nuts. All right, let's do this one first. Let's do this pastry one first. And what did I say? You know what, let me measure this again. I'm going to use my wooden ruler. It's easier for me to read. This is on your printer. If you have on your printer, hopefully you have a thing where you can print off different sizes, like for photos and stuff. I went to my section. It's more like a photo section where you can print off 8.5 by 11, 4 by 6, and then you can do this size, which is it's 2.5. Okay, 2.5 width by 3. So it's 2.5 by 3. I think that's more like a wallet size. Where you can print off wallet size. It's like 2.5 by 3 inches, like this. 4 by 6. So go to your section in your computer with that. I have 2 sections I can print from, and one of them I hit is where I can get the different sizes. So hopefully you have that on your computer too. Okay. And the other one we're going to do, I'm going to do 2 of them with you today, is this and this one. And then these other ones I'm going to do probably off camera or maybe tomorrow. Okay. Let's do this one first. So let's cut this one out. Looking at the light, if that's too much light, but I think we're good. You always want, a good amount of light when you're making videos, but sometimes it's too much light or it's the wrong type of light. So okay, I just stopped my camera because I remember I need to, what I did, my glass mat was making all kinds of noises, but now I leveled it up. I put some cards over here on the side, so that fixes the issue. I think that was getting on people's nerves with sound. It was getting on my damn nerves. Okay, but you know what? You things like that happen, and you get kind of used to it, and then you forget to correct it. Okay, this one got wet with the baby wipe. Let's put my baby wipes over here. We'll let this one dry a little bit. All right. Let me see if I have 2 that are trimmed out pretty good. That one's trimmed out pretty good. Okay. Let me just retrim this one just a little bit. They're pretty square once you cut them away from each other, but you have to kind of trim them up a little bit. Yeah, that's good. And this one's good. And so the first thing also I want to do is cut them. Let me use my corner chopper. And that's what's good about having this corner chopper. We are memory keepers. The crocodile corner chopper, because you can get through easily things like this chipboard without a problem. See, you can probably still do it with the ones that are just the single, like smaller ones. You probably can. It's just a lot easier with this. So Okay. And if you don't have a corner chomper, don't worry. Just use your scissors, go to the corner, and just round the corners out a little bit. Okay, so now, and don't they look more, just nicer and more tag-like with the corners rounded? All right, so we want to use this, and I copied this off onto cardstock. So, and do I want to, you know what? I also want to round the corners on my image too. And while we're here, so I don't forget, let's just go ahead and ink up the, let's just ink this up. And I'll ink up the card after I do the, I'm gonna collage first. So the first layer on my tags are gonna be collage. And you guys, collage is like my love. That's what I love to do the most out of anything I do is collage. That's why I love making my own jelly prints and my own papers on the jelly plate. And then I collage with them and make real pretty collages. Sometimes I do it in my junk journal. Sometimes I do them on canvas. Sometimes, yeah, I love it. Sorry, my nose. All right, so I'm just looking at this on the side of what colors we have so I know what colors to choose for my papers. So I have a whole over here. Okay, I'm going to show you. Look at my pile. Look at that pile of papers. That's the pile of papers I have, and fabric, and then I have more fabrics over here on the side. Laces, fabrics, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so I just want to grab some things to do this with. Oh, I like this. Okay, so we're going to use this pink. Isn't this pretty? Like a cracked wall. It's like a pink cracked wall. I love that. What else? Oh, this is pretty. That'll work. We're just looking for things that are going to match what we're doing. This blue right here might be real pretty. And this might work. And okay, and then do I have any music note paper pages over here? Scrap music note paper. All right, I got enough. Oh, I got enough here. Okay. Oh my goodness. And we need that. Okay. Let me throw all my papers back in the corner. Okay. Let me put all my papers that I just chose over to the side. Let me get my magazine out so I can use that as a glue surface so we don't get glue everywhere. I like to use a magazine as a glue surface, so all I have to do is just turn the page and I have a fresh glue surface, okay? And I'm going to use this old paper. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that H paper to put over this. So, oh, and I'm going to, well, I think that, no, we should be fine. So I'm using some matte medium. And when I'm going to use cardstock, if I have a few pieces over here, I might use their cardstock, like cardstock weight. I'll use the Eileen's Tacky on those. And what I like to do is just put it over the whole thing and then cut it out. Sorry, I'm not on camera. There we go. Get on camera, Angela. And really make sure this is attached well. Perfect. And then I'm just going to turn the page so that we're ready to go on the next one. And we've got a nice clean glue surface. Or nice clean surface that's not has any glue all over it. And then let's cut this out. I love to cover it with, to give it some underpants, As Lori Marie Jenkins says, she's a mixed media artist, and she always starts everything with some underpants, which is like book pages or encyclopedia pages, etc. And it gives us just a nice surface. So even if we don't cover everything, you can let some of the book page show, or you can cover it all. And you just have a nice layered surface to start with, and something nice to start your collage on. Okay. And then remember, make sure that you clean your scissors with a baby wipe, because if not, you're gonna have problems. Okay. Where is my image? Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm loving this, so I kind of want to use this first. And this is cardstock weight. Yeah, that's really, really pretty. Let's put that on here. Okay, and I'm going to use some Eileen's Tacky. And I love doing these tags with collage. I think it's the best. Now, you could also, because someone's going to ask me, they're going to be like, well, can't you do, what is that called? Masterboard, and then cut them up? Yeah, you can do that. But what I want to do is take advantage of these little tags that I got for free from Trader Joe's. So that's what I'm doing. And I usually go over the edge just a little bit. I have a little hang. I have a little hang time, and then we'll trim it afterwards. That way you don't have to worry about trying to line things perfectly up. I hate that. Then I have this. I'm thinking about this on the, oh, that's pretty. Okay. Thinking about this like right here. Fabulous. Yeah, and if you just have a little bit of overhang, then you don't have to worry about trying to make everything fit perfectly. Just trim it off afterwards. Way less stress. Okay, I have a little bit of corner coming up on my piece here. Let me put a little glue here. It's always the corners that want to come up, isn't it? There we go. My nose is just running like insanely. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Now, let me see if I can turn. There we go. Sometimes, like I said, if the light is just too on it, ooh, that's cool. If there's too much light just blaring onto this, it also can interrupt in being able to see what's going on. Okay. And all I'm doing is just using the pile of scraps that I've been using on my junk journal. And I love using the scraps from my junk journal to make ephemera, because then it all goes together because you're using those scraps, right? Right. That's fabulous right there. I love it. Okay, let's trim off the excess so we know where we're at. Okay, and I'm going to wipe down my scissors. Yeah, that'll look good. And I didn't turn my page. There we go. Lots of glue. Okay. Now I could go over this with the decoupage glue, but you know what? Then you have to wait for it to dry, and nobody has time for that. Nobody has time for drying. So I'm not going to go over it with the matte medium. Okay, so I trimmed all that out. There we go. And I love when I collage, you can do it however you want. Some people love to collage with straight lines. I pretty much don't collage with straight lines. I love that ripped, torn edge. Sometimes I do. It just depends. But most of the time, I like to rip the edges. This looks fabulous. So I'm loving this. So we're going to leave it just like that. Isn't that pretty? And we're not going to quite, we're going to put this on. It'll go like that probably. I like to always put it, sometimes I like to put it in the center, but a lot of times I like to put it cockeyed. But we need to put some laces and or fabric underneath this. So let me look at my stash and see what I have. Let me, for right now, move the magazine out of the way so we have more room. Let me just look at this piece of fabric and see if we want this. Isn't that pretty? Very shabby chic. It's very Bridgerton is what it is. I really would want that rose showing. Well, if we go up like that, that rose would be showing. That's pretty. All right, let me see what else I got. What else do I got? I'm just looking through my bag of scraps. And I have tons more, like everybody. This is just what I have out right now. Let me see if I can't find something in the bag of scraps. There's a little heart right there. All right. Oh, that's way too big. This is really pretty. But I already have that. I need like a piece of lace of some sort. All right, I might have found something. This right here is really pretty. Take this off of here. They call it like having like some type of tape on the back. It's not even sticky. All right, let's check out those. Let me see if I see anything else. Oh, cool. I found some of this trim that I love. All right, let's go with that. That's probably enough things. Oh gosh, I just found something else. Okay. Stop, Angela. Stop. I also found this. Isn't that pretty? I don't think that's going to go, so let's just put that back. Let's go with what we have. And my hot glue gun is raring to go. Let me look at this. And I don't mind hangover. I think that looks really cool on my tag. I want the flowers to kind of show. So let's go like this. At the same time, well, no, that's fine. I like that. I think I like this just the way that is. Do I want to do anything with this heart? I don't know. No. Also, I don't usually have anything hanging at the bottom because it has to go into the pocket, right? But I'm thinking about at the bottom having that trim there. That'll be nice, don't you think? I think so. And also, would it look nice to do some trim at the top and bottom, even though we're covering, so this just peeks out? Yeah, that looks good. Okay. All right, so we got what we're doing. So the first thing we're doing is this. So let's just hot glue this on. And you guys are seeing it right in action, how I work. There it is. My little spatula, very important. That saves my fingers. Oh, you know what? This is, that's the way it's supposed to be. And I chose the opposite side. But the opposite side is softer and it works better with what I'm doing. So, isn't that funny? Whatever works. The little birdies outside are just twerping. Just all ding, 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 ding. We had this, I guess we have huge trees. We live in an older neighborhood, so we have huge trees everywhere in our front yard and backyard. But there was this one tree, and I think it obviously had a nest in it. I couldn't see the nest, but the babies, I think, were just born, and they'd been born, and they were waiting, and they were, I think, trying to fly out of the nest. So we would walk out of our door, and underneath the tree is where I park at. And we'd walk out the door, two birds would come out of the tree and attack us. Me and my husband, for like 2 days is what happened. And we'd be fighting these two birds. Well, after 2 days, I guess all the babies had, left the nest and tried to fly and did their thing. And now all the birds they're not trying to attack us anymore. I have never been attacked by birds. That was crazy. And I knew what they were doing. They're protecting the nest. But this bird actually hit my husband in the head. It didn't hit me, but it got real close. And it got in my face. It was weird. You know, birds usually they're real scared. Not when they're babies. Not when they're protecting their babies. They're not scared. All right. Am I down low enough? Let's bring it down lower. But I have a lot, pretty much my front yard and my backyard, it's all gardens. I love gardening, and I have tons of rose bushes. I probably have 20 rose bushes altogether. That's the basis of my gardens, is rose bushes, because rose bushes do really good in Vegas. When it gets to be 110 or 115, 120, they go right through that. And they stay nice and green. They don't get all dried out. They're beautiful. So rose bushes are the base. I have other plants too, but that's the base of my garden. And then we have tons of trees because it's an older neighborhood. This house is probably 30 years old, so 35 years old. So there's the trees in this neighborhood are just gigantic. And so there's just tons of birds everywhere. I don't have to feed the birds or anything. And the thing about it is I have a lot of fruit trees. I have, everybody has fruit trees. So the birds have so much food. It's not even funny. So we don't have to feed them. Our trees feed the birds with all the different fruits and grapes, and everyone has everything in its neighborhood. So, and we do too. I'm trying to think of the name of this tree that actually planted itself, and it gets berries all over it in the springtime and early summer. mulberry tree. And little mulberries, the birds go nuts on it. Oh my God. And I eat them too. I love them. Okay, so far, this is what we have. Isn't that pretty? And I know we're covering up some stuff, but it's what's important is what's peekabooing through everything, okay? So do not be distraught. Okay, I love to have one little end or two ends curling up. So I'm going to curl this like this. Okay, I think that's really, really cool. I would have this curling here too, but I want it to be able to fit into the pocket. And if the curling is down here, it probably won't fit in the pocket right. So anyway, so just kind of think about that. Let me get this out. And of course we want this to be some sort of brown or some, yeah. So it looks like it's aged and curled up. So we're going to put this like this. I want that flower to show. Okay. And if it comes off the card a little bit like that, I'm good with that. And let's use the hot glue. We're going to use the hot glue on this. Whenever it's involving fabric, I want instant adhesion. And I always bust out my hot glue gun when I'm gluing things to fabric. I mean, I use my hot glue gun more than just that, but for sure when I'm gluing fabric on or gluing something to fabric, and then you get that instant adhesion. And I'm trying to think if I want this peeling up too. Yeah, I just would rather, like that's perfect. We'll have it just peeling up just a little bit. Oh, darn it, I just lost my glue stick. It fell right into the garbage can, I think. I don't know. I'll just get another one. There we go. And I didn't glue it right here at the top because this is it's just peeled up a little bit. Not as much as this side, just a little bit. It looks more natural, having this peel up a little bit and this one peel up a lot more. And this one I'm not peeling up here to curl it because I just want to make sure it all fits into the pocket when we get down to the bottom. Okay, the next thing we want to do is go around with our ink and just ink everything. Wherever anything's blank at. And that just finishes things off. All right. Okay, just a second, you guys. I got glue strings everywhere. All over my hands, all over my project. Let me get the glue strings. Driving me nuts. All right, glue strings. Just a second. Got any more? All right. Look how pretty that is. What do you guys think? And I love things hanging off like that, so we're going to leave those hanging off like that. I think that's fabulous. Doesn't that look so Bridgerton? Especially the little sweet shop. I love it. Okay, so there's that one. Let me put that over here on the side. And let's make our next one. What did I do? What did I do with the card? Didn't I just prepare 2 cards? Yeah. What did I do with it? Is it over here? Oh, here it is. I don't know how it ended up in my pile of papers. Anyway. All right. Next one. We're going to do this one next. And they also are always drinking tea. Whether they're at one of those little sweets or bakery places or their own homes, they're always drinking tea. Why isn't that gorgeous? So let's trim this one out. Let me bring my camera up right while I do the trimming because I'm gonna hit. And what's nice about printing this mini out on one thing, then you have a whole bunch of these, so you can use them over and over. And then you could just use these as tags themselves. Cut them out, ink up the edges. put a little hole in the top of it and hang some strings from it, or put a little topper on it. And just these can be little tags, which I may do that too. Just trim these up and make them into little tags. Right now I'm using them for like focal point for these tags, but okay. Let's round the corners. Let me grab some water. Oh, I needed that. Excuse me. My throat or my stomach, something's made a noise. That was weird. Oh wait, I'm looking for a piece that I think is going to look perfect on here, and I'm not seeing it. It's a piece of fabric. Where is it? Alright, well hopefully I run into it. I mean, why can't I find it in this pile of stuff? Okay. So, let's go ahead and just ink the edges here. Okay, so that's prepared. And then let's put we'll put this to the side. And let's put a piece of book page on here first. Here's another piece of book page. And even if you cover up the whole book page, I don't know, there's something satisfactory about that book page being underneath it, the layers. And it may sound crazy, but once you start doing it, you're like, oh, I have to do this. Plus, like I said, if there's like a little spot in your collage that you don't cover, then you have that book page there, which just adds to the design. Also, this paper is way more forgiving. Sorry, guys. This paper is way more forgiving to glue on top of than just that cardboard. Okay, come up off of here. Okay, there we go. We had a lot of glue seepage. You know, let's take a little baby wipe. Kind of go around this. All this glue seepage there. Where's my other baby wipe at? All right. I had 2 baby wipes. All right, so now let's trim this out. And this will be the last one of these we're making, and then I got some other things that I want to make with you. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting quiet. I'm focusing on trimming. Just kidding. It's not that much to focus on. All right, so this is all trimmed out, and I'm actually gonna keep this, put that in my pile of scraps. Take my scissors and get the glue off. Okay, so now what we need to do is let's keep in mind the colors that we have here. Okay. And let's choose some papers to put on here. This little piece would be good. We might use that. All right. And then I have this, which is going to match perfectly. So let's put this on here. Perfect. I don't like straight edges, so we're going to tear just the edge here. And some people love, in fact, I'm going to go like that. Some people love to collage with just very square pieces. So do what feels comfortable for you. For me, a torn edge is what I love. So that's what I'm doing. A torn edge. And when there's a torn edge, everything blends together better. You don't see a patch, 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 patch. But then you might want to see a patch, 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 patch. That might be your style. So, and what looks good to your eye. So there's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong answer with any of this stuff at all. Excuse me, guys. Let me blow my nose. Okay. Oh, my nose. Okay. So that's pretty. Look at that. Almost just like that. I'm thinking if I want to put this here at the bottom. Yeah, what the heck. But I want to, of course, get rid of the straight edge. Now, the only time I definitely like a straight edge is when I'm going to line it up with the bottom and the top. Then I do like a straight edge. And then sometimes a straight edge is fine when you're collaging, especially if you want like if everything's torn and then you put a straight edge on it, that could look really cool. Love that. Love that. All right, let me see what else I want to do. I have this little piece here. Isn't that pretty? It's like an old English style of writing. Okay, I don't want to cover up that crown because the crown and the bee are very, very, have a lot of significant meaning in the movie. And all of this does. The calligraphy nibs, the music, the bee, and the crown, and the roses. This whole thing is totally significant to the movie Bridgerton. We're covering up the crown a little bit, but I like that. That's fine, as long as some of the crown is showing. All right, and we went over the edge a little bit, so we'll trim around. Do I want this little piece to go anywhere? Oh, that looks good. Let's take this little tiny, sometimes it's those little tiny pieces in collage that make the biggest difference. And you wouldn't think so. And some little piece like this that can just bring everything together. Because it like kind of continues it. Like it's up here, but it continues down there. Look how pretty that is. All right, let's trim around. We can get rid of this. And where are my scissors? Oh, here they are. We might have one more mask making session after this, I think, and then I'll start making some videos where I'm decorating my planner. Why do I keep saying my planner? My junk journal. Oh, my goodness. There we go. Camera's like... All right, clean off my scissors real quick. All right, so this is what we have now. Isn't that beautiful? These are beautiful tags. Just gorgeous. Okay, so we have this, right? Which is just beautiful. And we need to figure out some, and I can turn this any way I want. I think I want to turn it that way with the crown up there like that. Oh, I'm just looking to see what we want to do. I think I have this, look at this, I have this beautiful fabric. Isn't that pretty? Gorgeous. Let me cut on this a little strip. I mean, doesn't this look like something that they would make a beautiful dress out of back then? Yes. I love it. And I'm looking to see what else. I have this. Look how beautiful this is. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. I'm looking to see if I want to take a strip of this. And I think I do. So let's look at this. Let's look at this. So we might just be covering up this whole side because I really want the crown to show. And then this. Oh, I love that. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, I like that. Again, I'm going to put the, I'm so hooked on this trim. Where is it? Here it is. I have tons of it. I got it on clearance at Hobby Lobby, believe it or not. I think I paid $15 for a big bolt of this beautiful trim. Isn't that gorgeous? So we'll put this at the top and the bottom like we did on the other one. So that's going to go. And I think that's good. I'm just trying to see if I want to put anything else on here. No, that's too much. Okay, so let's go with what we have. I like where this is at. I do need to trim this off the bottom, this fabric. That's got to go. And before I glue this on, I want to put the trims on first, so. All right. Get my hot glue. There we go. And then let's do it again at the top. So you guys just pull out your stuff. Pull out a whole bunch of scraps and then pull out a whole bunch of scraps of fabric and laces and trims. Just pull out 2 scrap baskets and you can make these tags, these mixed media tags for your junk journaling. There we go. I mean, just that would be pretty, wouldn't it? Just that alone. Do nothing else. We all know I can't just stop there. We all know I'm a little excessive. More is more and less is a bore. Avis Apfel, she passed away recently. I loved her. And if you don't know who Avis Apfel is, look her up. And she was like a little fashionista when it wasn't even popular to be such a fashionista. And in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. well, 80s and 90s, of course, but she was just a little fashionista with her own style, not following anybody else's trend. She wore tons and tons of jewelry all stacked up. Her clothes were just really, really cool. And she called herself an accidental icon. And she did become an icon later in life. HSN even carried her clothing line, which was all based off her collection of clothes that she collected her whole life, and her jewelry. She was just a cool lady. Just cool. Not afraid to be her own person, which I think is the coolest thing. And just following her own thing. She didn't care what fashion was in. She's all, I do my own fashion. And her own fashion was cool. Anyway, she's the one who says, more is more and less is a bore. Love her. I love to meet Avis Apfel. Her nickname was called the Rare Bird. Okay. Sorry guys, I have stickies everywhere, or glue strings everywhere, and just bugging me. Okay, no, now we got to put this on here and decide what we're doing. There we go. This is exactly where I want it. And I think here is where I'm going to, because it's up at the top, we're going to put, I'm going to curl this here. And then we'll curl this one just a little bit. Just a tiny bit, not as much. And let's put some ink on there. And then we'll get this hot glued down. And then we got another fun thing to make. More is more and less is a bore. Love her. She had a lot of different sayings that she would say. She's so cute. Okay. Let's glue it down here. Alrighty, just going around, just gluing everything down. And I totally agree with her. More is more and less is a bore. I agree. Okay. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? You know, I forgot about it. I have these, I pulled a bunch of, remember I was talking to you guys yesterday about these stickers? Look at, these are Dollar Tree stickers. These are not regular old ugly stickers. These are phenomenal. The balloon has something to do with the movie too. They're just gorgeous. Look at those. And I have these butterflies. Those are fabulous. These look like Tim Holtz ones, like metal. Look at that. Phenomenal. I have some ones that are roses. Oh, here they are. And my friend, Pamela from Pamela's World. Hey, Pamela. She sent me these because I haven't been able to find these. She said they came out a long time ago. I only recently saw them on somebody's video. Look how gorgeous these are. Oh, Dollar Tree. Oh, fabulous. So we're going to use, I think we're going to use it, put it right there. What do we want to put there? Do I want to put like this little small one? I think that's gonna look great. Let me just, I like to audition things just to make sure. Just to make sure. Oh, I like that one better. And then we might want to put one up here. I don't know if I like anything up there so far. Oh, don't get glued down. I'm just auditioning you right now. I heard someone say that one time. I'm auditioning these different pieces for what I'm doing. I'm like, oh, that's a good little saying. Do I want that? Yeah, I like it. All right, so those are the we're gonna go with. Now, am I gonna trust that this is gonna stay glued down here? Heck no. Hot glue. And these are a little bit raised. See how they have like two pieces right there? So these are kind of fabulous. And they have a little thing on the bottom just to raise them a little bit, which I am good with. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, let me get the glue strings off everywhere. Driving me nuts. All over my hands, all over my project. All right, let me... Oh, these glue strings irritate me to no end. Just a second. Okay. Look how pretty that looks. Isn't that gorgeous? And all we're doing is using basically chipboard from Trader Joe's, from the wine boxes. Some images that I printed off, or images in your stash, and a bunch of scraps. Scrap fabric, scrap paper. Love it. Okay, so I got some other quickies over here that I want to make. And I mean, they're quickies. This is a sample. I was watching Alexa turn to YouTube, and I'll tell you who I was watching. I was watching Leslie from 50 something.
I'm having trouble creating your routine.
Alexa,
try setting it up.
Alexa off. Alexa turn to YouTube. Girl, go to YouTube. Alexa, turn to YouTube.
Here is YouTube.
Thank you. We'll use this piece of paper here. Oh, and I don't think I need this glue right now, so let's put this away. We're going to do a lot of things with folding and gluing with the glue stick right now. Okay. Oh, I love these guys. There's these guys named the Pink Popcast, and they like to talk about different movies, and now they're talking about Bridgerton. It's hilarious. I love them. I love to watch them. And then they talk about, they go through the whole movie and their reactions while they're watching it. It's hilarious. They're great. Okay, so this is the sample right here. And I was watching, this is what I was going to say. I was watching Leslie from, what the heck is her channel name? I know her name. I just always forget her channel name. Okay, we're going to find out right now. That's why I turned my Alexa to YouTube. So slow. So slow. Okay, it's 507 Willow House Journals. And I was watching her, and she does a lot of things that are just really, really super quick with just folding paper and gluing, and I just love it. And they come out really, really cool. So we're going to do some of that right now. So, I'm looking to see. Okay, so we can use this piece here. Or actually, you know what? I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use my... metal ruler. Oh, I have things falling everywhere. What is this? Okay, I don't need this. Okay, I need to just even this out real quick. I know what I'm dealing with. Okay, there we go. probably going to go this way. Okay. You can make these things any size that you want, whatever size paper you have. It's the concept more than it is the size. Okay, so what you do is just fold the paper. You can do this with book pages too. I think I'm going to do it with a book page also. And I have, just bear with me because I haven't done this many times. I'm just straightening the edge out on this a little bit more. There we go. And let me trim it. The edge on this was really crooked. Okay, so we're just going to fold this. She does a lot of these things where she just takes paper and just starts folding and making little tuck spots and little booklets. And I'm just like, oh, very cool. All right, let me see if I need to. Yeah, we need to. This paper isn't very square, which is fine. We can just trim things up as we need to. So we're going to trim this up. And that's pretty good. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fold this in just a little bit right here. And what this does is it makes a little flap. It makes a little gusset in your pocket so that it makes a little gusset in your pocket. So when you glue it down, you can fit more things in it. It's just like when I create these little hinges to make gussets. It's the same thing for those of you who've been watching me. Okay, and then oh, and then we're going to leave this out because this right here is going to be a flap this way where you could glue this in and it could be a little flap. And if you don't end up using it as a flap, you can just cut it off. Okay, so see if that's a little, it makes a little hinge right there, so you can glue this into your journal like this and then it can go like that. Okay, so this one gets glued in this way, or folded inside, and this one gets folded there. So you have that left and you fold that. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to put some glue right there, not on the inside because we want this hinge to be open inside. And when you hinge your stuff like that, then you're able to fit more into the pockets. So we need to close the bottom up. So I'm going to put a little glue at the bottom. And then I'm going to put glue right here. Make sure you don't get glue on the inside there because we don't want to glue this together. And this is just quick. Quick. And then just take your ruler or something and just go inside of here and make sure that things aren't stuck together. And we are good. Okay. And then the other thing is we want to put a little, you know, the little, I'll show you to know that this is a pocket. Turn your little round puncher upside down, which I wasn't doing. I just learned that from Leslie the other day. I used to guesstimate where to put these little notches at. Now I don't have to guesstimate. I was like, oh yeah, duh. And then look, see what I'm talking about? So you don't go all the way down with this because it will make a complete little circle, but you go just a little bit and you can look through that little hole, that little window right there, and see how far you can go down. Isn't this fabulous? Look. And it's just a little pocket. Look how pretty it is on that side. Ooh, I like that side better. So either way, I could take this and go this way, which is what we're going to do now. So the hinge will be here. So I can put this in the journal like this, and now we can flip it back and forth. See? Or if you decide that you don't even want this to be a pocket with a flip, you can just cut that off at the end. So, but I like this side. Look how pretty that is on that side. And this is using my Bridgerton inspired papers from my Bridgerton journal. And so if you're interested in these papers every 5 pages is $10. My shop is called My Fairy Treasure. There's a clickable link below, and I'll go through my journal at the end and kind of show you the papers in my journal if you're interested. But look how pretty. These are just so quick and easy to make. Okay, so there's one of those. We'll go for an hour and a half, you guys. So we've got 25 more minutes to go. Let me show you another quickie. Okay, we're not gonna do that one. Okay. Oh, I like that one. Okay, we're gonna do it. Okay, look at this. Okay, I am obsessed with this. I saw this on Leslie's channel also. I think it came in one of her design team kits. I'm not sure. But you just take a circle and you make this out of a circle. And I'm going to show it to you in just a second. And you can just make this little pocket like this. Isn't it fabulous? And then you can fill it up. This is going to fit in my journal, right? Yeah, easily. You can fill it up with tags. So let me just show you. And in fact, what I'd want to do is fill it up with book pages first. And I'm going to show you how to make it, but let's fill it real quick just so we can tell what it looks like. All right. Oh. I'm trying to get to my real vintagey paper. Okay, there it is. My favorite brown paper. Will this fit right in here? No. So let's just tear this off. Because to get the full effect is to really look at this. All filled up with goodies. And I just feel like, oh my gosh. Let me just tear it. Oh my God, this paper is so old that it just, as you tear it, it just crumbles. That's how old this paper is. It just crumbles. But it's good for collage because you're gluing it down, so it preserves it. Okay, perfect. We can just tear this off like this. Perfect. I just want something in the background. I just thought some of this paper kind of torn. Oh, perfect, like that would look good. And then you can just take this and fill it with beautiful tags like this. It's just a little pocket for tags. Look how pretty this is. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how pretty that came out. Isn't that just gorgeous? You could give this as a gift. And then you can decorate the front of it, you know. So we'll decorate. Let's make a few of these and then we'll decorate both of them. So, and you can do anything to decorate. Just one second. I have an idea. I kind of have an idea with this one right now. So let me just keep going with it because my brain's going. This is a little rosette that was in my... You can get these on a roll at Hobby Lobby in the ribbon section. They're little rosettes. Let's put that there. What else do I have in here? I'm looking through my little bag of goodies. Oh, I know what I want to put on there. My wedding appliques. Oh, that would be gorgeous. All right, you guys, I'm going to put you on, I'm going to pause you. Oh, this is pretty. Look at that. There's a wedding applique. All right, I'm going to pause you because I want to go grab more wedding appliques and I want to go grab a plate because that's going to help us make the circle. So I'm going to pause you. I'll be right back. Okay, so what I did is you want to get yourself a dinner plate because that's what you're going to use to make your circle, okay? Next, I did pull a bunch of these. I cut off of wedding dresses. You guys, if you can get yourself a hold of a wedding dress from a thrift store or a garage sale, I bought in quite a few over the years, so I have tons of wedding appliques like this, and you trim them off the dress. And then I was at a flea market, and I bought just the hugest amount of wedding appliques like this. Aren't these gorgeous? Okay, you guys, my camera turned off because I think it was too full, so I'm going to be splicing these two videos together. So hopefully I saw it turn off and I'm not ending up in some weird spot. At any rate, I ran and got myself a plate so we can make the circle, so we can make this little thing here. I don't know what this is called. Actually, I do know what it's called. I used to make them, but I made them out of a rectangular piece of paper. Anyway, forgot what we called them. Anyway, I did get some wedding appliques, if I didn't say this before. I got these from a flea market, and I love them. I got a bunch of these from a flea market in California when I went to go visit Olivia Hernandez. Hey, Olivia! And then these I cut off of wedding dresses. You guys, get yourself some wedding dresses from thrift stores, especially if they have a lot of appliques on them, and you can cut them off. This also I got from I might have got this from Olivia Hernandez. She's gifted me so many beautiful laces and stuff. Okay, and then this is from Olivia too. This I think I actually got from the thrift store. Yeah, this is from the thrift store. Okay, and then I got little bits and bobs. Okay, so that's how we're going to decorate this. And then I'll show you how to make it. Okay, now I'm not probably going to use this because I got all this other beautiful stuff to use. Let me see what we're doing. Let me see. Oh, that's gorgeous. I feel like there needs to be something below it first, though. You know, I always like to deal with, like most of us, we like to have layers on things. Oh, that's pretty. That's probably what I'm going to use. But I feel like there needs to be a piece of fabric below that first. Maybe not. We'll see. I'm just trimming this off the main thing. Okay. This is gorgeous. Is this gonna fit on here? All right, I gotta trim this off. And then I gotta trim this off. And I really should use my fabric scissors to trim this. So it's a little nicer. Yeah, now this fits on here. I love that. But I feel like there needs to be something first on here. Or maybe I need to layer up with doilies. I don't know. You guys are watching me create right on the fly. I'm just trying to see if I don't want like this layered or this layered on top of it. Do I like that? Not really. I'm almost thinking that maybe I don't know. I don't know. Usually I'm not this indecisive. I can just plop some things on here and I'm good, but look at me. I'm like indecisive as all get out. Don't worry, if I have to turn the camera off and think for a minute, I will. I will get off this camera and give myself a little thought. I almost like that, but I don't. All right, what is this? Okay, this might layer on here nicely. That's the thing about making videos, you know, you have to think on the fly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have an idea maybe of what you're doing, or maybe you don't. Maybe you just, you know, you just make it up as you go along. But no matter if you pre-plan or not, there still are things that you have to, decisions you have to make on the fly. So it's not always easy. Do I like that? No, I don't like that pink. I like the white on here. All right, we might just put that white on there, this thing on here, and then let me just trim one more thing. Sorry, guys. Hopefully you guys are working along with me. I like when I do stuff like this, I kind of like it to be like, you know, you work alongside and I can keep you entertained, hopefully give you a couple ideas here and there. Which is what I know most of you guys are doing. You're working right along. Did I just drop that on the ground? I sure did. All right, let me pick this up off the ground. Just a second. All right. I just trimmed off this little piece, so maybe that's what that was it. Okay, we got it. Look how nice that looks. It took a minute. It took a darn minute. Let me get some water. Oh, that was stressing me out. I wouldn't normally get stressed, but when I know people are like watching and waiting for the result, I'm like, okay, you gonna come up with something, or are you just gonna waste people's time? This is what goes around in my head. All right, so let's get this glued down. Let's put that one away. And this is gonna, and this is gonna go in my journal just like this. I love it. With these two tags. Somewhere in my journal this is going. Trying to catch the glue strings as we go along so I don't have so many glue strings at the end. Okay. Okay, and then this piece, I think I was gonna put it like right like that. Yep. Good. We are cooking with gas with my phone. When my phone just turns off like that, it's because it's full. I don't know why it can't give me a warning saying, okay, you're getting full with pictures or full with something on there. Why doesn't it tell me in advance? No, it just cuts off. Usually I try to pay attention and take pictures out or videos out, but I forgot. Okay. Is everything glued down? All right, you one little piece. Glue down. There we go. And then, you know, I need to go to my garage. I have another wedding dress. I have a wedding dress in my closet that I've been cutting off for years. But I have a wedding dress that has tons of appliques on it, and I never touched it and cut anything off of it. I'm gonna go to my garage and try to find that. Now that I'm doing this kind of work again, I need to go find that. Okay, just a second, guys. I'm just getting the glue strings off of everywhere. Off of me. Off my fingers. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I think that is so pretty. So this whole thing like this is going to go into my junk journal. I love it. I need to show you how to make this, so I'm going to in just a second. Let me just find a page in my junk journal. Oh, beautiful. And, you know, if I want to, let's see. I'm just trying to see what I need to do. Squeeze these in here as much as possible. Put this in here like this. And then I may have a little bit of, what I'll do is I'll do this. I'd rather do this. Have it a little bit sticking out of my journal at the top. I love stuff sticking out of the top of my journal and the sides of my journal. So I'll do it like this. So there'll be a little bit sticking out of my journal, which I absolutely love. See? That little bit sticks out there, which is fabulous. So in the end, I hope to have things sticking out like this, see? Out of the journal. And at the end, my journal won't close completely. It's going to be like this, which I love. Okay, so that's going to go on there. So I'm not going to glue it in because I got to take pictures and all that of what I'm doing for my video. So let's put this here. We'll put all this here. Okay, so let me show you how you make this. We might use this. And I want to say, it's best to make this with like printer paper instead of cardstock. You need something that folds really nicely. So I found it's better with something that's printer paper weight than cardstock weight when making these. Okay, I'm just going to see if I have, oh, I do. I might use one of my printables. Let's use this one. I was going to use music up here, but I think I'll use my printable. If my printable is big enough, and I believe it is. Yep, it is. More than big enough. Okay, so I'm just deciding what I want in the in this whole thing. Do I want it here? Yeah, let's do it here. So get a pencil, draw a circle. Let me make sure I'm on camera so you guys can see. Yeah, draw a circle. And all my printables are Bridgerton inspired, from my Bridgerton inspired junk journal challenge. And I will leave a clickable link below, or I will leave, not a clickable link below, at the end of this video on the screen. You know how it pops up like the next video to watch? I'll have the video on there to show you the, so you can click on that and go check out the video that explains the Bridgerton inspired junk journal challenge if you want to do that. And if you want any of these printables, this is what this printable looks like. It's real pretty. If you wanted my printables, every 5 printables is $2. My shop is called My Fairy Treasures, and there's a clickable link below. If my link doesn't work, just Google My Fairy Treasures Etsy. And My Fairy Treasures Etsy shop, like I said, the clickable link's in the description box. But if it doesn't work for some reason, I'm having a hard time seeing the circle line. Just a second, guys. Sorry. Where is the circle line at? Oh, that just ran right into, just a second. I couldn't see it everywhere else, but it kind of disappeared. That doesn't normally happen. All right, let me use a magic marker on this part, because I guess it's dark enough where I can't see it. Okay, there we go. We'll see that. Cut on the inside of that line so that I don't have any of that black showing. Okay. So now you have a circle, right? So you take it and you get my glue stick ready. And this is just a little bit of maneuvering. You're going to create a little cone. Like I said, I used to make these out of a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper. And I loved it. And I forgot what you call them. But when you make them at the size of your plate, then when you make them the size of your plate, then they'll fit into your book. All right, so I'm just trying to get this to, it's a little bit finicky. You're trying to create like a cone. And I'm badly struggling. All right, let me go off camera real quick and struggle, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got it. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take, let me just crease it so I know where my crease lines are at, so I don't have to figure that out again. You're just going to fold the circle in here, okay, and fold it here. All right, to create this. And you may have to finagle with it here and there, okay? At the end, you might have just a little space at the bottom, and that's fine, okay? So then you want to take your glue stick and then glue this shut. Okay. And glue this shut. Look how pretty that is on the back. Look how pretty that is. And then look at, oh, the front's beautiful too. Okay, and then you just have it flat like this. So then now you have yourself a little pocket where you can put all your things, right? Okay, so now let's decorate it. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing this pretty pink wedding applique on the front of here. This is gorgeous. I just need to trim it up to fit on here. So let me look and see. All right. How we're going to trim. Oh, let me use my fabric scissors. You're going to get a cleaner cut if you use the fabric scissors. And this will be the last thing we're going to do in our mask making extravaganza or mask making frenzy for today. And we'll do another one tomorrow because I got some other things to show you. I just saw Leslie, I think, did she make one of these or was she given one of these? I can't remember. And I was like, oh my God, I have to make that. And then can this piece be filled in here? Yes, okay. So let's start gluing this down like this. This wedding applique is a little bit wrinkly. So I want to get it glued down so it stops wrinkling up so I can see how it's going to lay good. Okay, there we go. That's what I love about the hot glue gun with the fabric. You can get it glued down right away. There we go with the glue strings. I hope you guys like these longer videos. I pretty much always do an hour video. I don't like to fast forward my videos just because I know people are, you know, if they want to learn what you're doing, when it's fast forwarding, it's just like, it's too fast. That's how I always feel. But, you know, no shade to anybody who fast forwards their videos. But I haven't had any complaints, and most people are saying thank you. I like that you're doing them in real time. Then this way we know how long it takes. And we get the steps. So I'm just doing what I like when I watch a video. I like when someone just does it in real time, so I can watch it step by step and see what they're doing. And I like long videos because I'm usually working along with them. So it's kind of like I have somebody to work along with and listen to. So that's why I like a long video. Then I don't have to go find another video to watch. I got a video for an hour, or 45 minutes, or whatever they're going to be on for. Because I watch YouTube all day when I'm crafting and or just in the kitchen or doing dishes or cooking. I watch, like most of us, I watch YouTube more than I watch anything else. So I love a long video so that I can, you know, work along with the video or do my dishes to the video, whatever I'm doing. You know? Okay. Look how pretty that is. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. If you wanted to put trims around it, you could put trims around it. For the sake of this video, we're not going to. But you could. Let's stuff it real quick with some tags, though, so that we can see what it looks like. This tag and this tag. I want some pink ones that match this. Yeah, this will match better. Let's fill up the pocket. Oh, did we get glued together here? We got glued together a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, we're fine. The hot glue just seeped through a little. No major. Like I said, make sure you use like printer paper weight. It's much easier to maneuver. You saw what you have to do. You have to really kind of maneuver it to get that circle and create like this V at the bottom. So look how pretty this looks. Isn't that gorgeous? Somebody's going to tell me the name of these. I forgot what they're called. And I used to make them where you don't flatten them out like this. You leave them kind of rounded. And I hang them. I still do. I hang them in my Christmas tree and I stuff them with things. And you can make them and give them out as gifts, stuff with it, a bunch of goodies for your crafty friends. I forgot about making those. I got to make those again. Especially when I send out Happy Mail. But look how pretty. So this hangs over, which I love. And this will go into my, there we go. This will go into my junk journal. Oh my gosh. I absolutely love this. Okay, so let's look and see what we've made. We've been on here way longer than I said. I think we're over an hour and a half. Where are we at? Oh yeah, we're a little over an hour and a half. Not too bad. Okay, so let's just look at what we made. I don't even need this in the back here. This fills it up. All right, let's take out let's made the tags. Okay. Beautiful. We made this. God, I wish I could make up the name for these. Take this out. We made this one. Made this 2 tags here. Aren't these gorgeous? I love all this. And then I had made these 3 off camera, but still a part of this whole thing. Make sure you look up that movie Dido. It's so good. Here's Dido again. Absolutely beautiful. So we made all this today. Ah, look at all this. This needs to be the picture because this looks like a mask making frenzy, doesn't it? Yeah, this is going to be my picture. I'm going to actually, I want to show you guys something really quick and then I'll let you go. I created a mat, so when I take my pictures, it pretty much matches everything. Where is it? Just a second, I'll show you guys. So I'll put all this underneath this. Isn't this fabulous? I got a piece of, okay, let me first show you. It's the size of my glass mat here. I got a big piece of paper like this, okay? Like I said, it's the size of this mat, and this mat is like 18 inches by 12. So that's the piece of paper that I got. And I just did a collage, just collaged all this. First book pages and napkins, and just kept collaging. So this is my my background for my pictures, and it works out perfect. So I did a collage for my background. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I love that. I should do a video on making a background for your pictures, for your your thumbnail pictures. Okay, you guys, that is it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to do so. If you give this video a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, leave them below. Come visit me on Facebook and Instagram. Join our group. It's called Our Magical Little Place. So if you want to join the challenge, definitely join so you can show us everything that you're working on. If you art journal, junk journal, crochet, knit, whatever, just come join and be inspired and share with everybody. You guys saw my printables, so if you're interested, I was going to show you my junk journal, but we're out of time. And you guys kind of saw, if you're interested, you can go to my Etsy shop and check out the printables. If you want to join the Bridgerton Inspired Junk Journal Challenge, you do not have to buy the printables to do it. Just do something that's in that, you know, that type of thing, that kind of shabby chicness. And that's it for this one. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, like I said, please do, and give a thumbs up. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.